I'm here with the gorgeous Isadora. Hello, Gorge. Thanks for
Hi.
joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm so excited to meet you. Your music is so beautiful and soulful and calming and like scissor vibes.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I read somewhere that you were raised by quote unquote musical pioneers. So can you explain this? Is that how you started music? I don't know, like was Bach your father or
No.
something? Like what's going on there?
So it was my grandma, actually. She was a musical therapist
Wow.
in Egypt. And she
Wow.
was like a pioneer in that like research space.
Wow.
Yeah. But I never grew up around her. So this was like something I didn't even know until like ages later. And it's
Really?
almost like maybe that's why I
So-
feel that way about like music and therapy. Like
Wait, so your parents weren't musical, really?
my mum was a bit, but I didn't really get like a musical upbringing, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, but then there must be something genetic where
And that's
you've
what I'm
then.
thinking.
Wow. And you have a sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, Slay.
Yeah.
Hello.
She can sing, by the way, but she will never admit it to
I was
anyone.
going to say, can she, why wouldn't she admit to anyone? Can she?
You know those people that are like, I just sing for myself? She's that
No,
person.
if I could sing, I would sing for everyone. I would annoy the fuck out of everyone at the radio station. I'd be like, guys, I reckon we should play my new song. I reckon we should.
Every like hot nights is just Abbie doing a different version of a song.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Can we do that? And
Do it.
Renfrew, can we do that? Genius. So, okay, musical therapy. Can you explain that? Because I also have heard that you are really into therapy and self-improvement and empowerment, which I love. I wish I was more like you. So was
What are you
that?
talking about? You are.
No, babe.
You're
I'm a
like
train
the queen
wreck.
of that. I feel like in Australia, you're like one of the only people that openly talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
For real.
I talk about the negative parts and then I go, yeah, I probably should go to therapy. Then I get too busy, then I don't.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
can you explain musical therapy first, what your grandma did?
Yeah. Well, that's a bit different. That's more like science and psychology based.
Right.
So you can actually become like a licensed musical therapist, which maybe I'll do one day because I did study psychology and music, but you need to like combine it and it's this whole thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's a bit more like science research based. So it's actually like you go to hospitals and you like heal people through different like frequencies and music and sounds and stuff like that.
Oh
But
my
for
God.
me, I'm more like I just love sharing my stories and putting like things I've learned in therapy into my music.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Why do you go to therapy? Did something that's very fucked. Did something happen or have you always been really on top of your mental health?
The thing that happened is just like men, I think.
Babe,
Yeah.
same.
And you know what? I haven't been to therapy in a while because I just like stopped seeing men. So it's like beautiful. I save so much money now because I just don't
like
date.
in a celibate way or in like a lesbian way?
No, in just like a shut everything down, focus on my career.
Oh,
kind
like
of
you were
way.
like, I don't want to date at all anyone.
Nah, just got too much.
And then your mental health got
Improved
fixed.
so much.
What the
I'm
hell?
telling you, if you stop dating, you actually like feel so much better.
Oh my God. Psychology 101. Stop dating and you have no.
Your eyes
so-
just went.
Wow. So what was the catalyst for when you started therapy? Did one big thing
Yeah.
happen with someone you were dating or was it just thing upon thing?
I think thing upon thing.
What kind of things? Tell me.
I love it. Well, for example, like the song that I did, Worship Me or Die,
Mhm.
that was written after like, girl, it's like a whole nightmare fuel thing. I will save it for a nightmare fuel
Yes.
just for you because it was wild, like police involved and everything.
Oh my
So
God.
bad. So after that, I was like, I actually had COVID and was in lockdown all by myself,
Mhm.
just out of this relationship,
Mhm.
traumatizing. And I just sat down and wrote like half an EP.
Wow.
Yeah. So it kind of came after that. And then I was like calling my therapist, like, we might need to talk about some things.
Wow.
Yeah. But she
So
was
that's
great. Yeah.
That's where Worship Me or Die came from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're doing that on live on the radio. That's got pretty iconic lyrics. I was going to say extreme, but it's iconic. Tell us more about that song. And obviously that was kind of a reaction to something bad that happened,
Yeah.
not a positive place.
Yeah. Well, I think like I'm really grateful because a lot of people are finding this song actually now. It's kind of like my number one streaming
Mhm.
at the moment. And people are saying like that it's got this kind of like dark feminine energy to it, which I
Yeah.
love.
Mm.
So I think it means something different for every person. But for me, it's like metaphorical. A lot of men were pissed off in the comments because they said worship me or die. But it's metaphorical. It's like
Yeah.
I know when I love someone, I like adore them.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like love them with every piece of me, right?
Mm.
And if you're in a relationship with me, I expect the same
So
in return.
Absolutely. And you're not saying actually die. You're saying don't be near me.
100%.
Or
the
also
relationship will
die. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it
No,
doesn't
we can't say that.
No, we
Anyway.
can't say that. Okay, we can't say that.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically, a
Yes.
metaphorical death.
Yeah. Well, that somehow sounds worse.
Yeah.
But
It sounds like
yeah.
a strategic plan thing then.
Yeah. We do
and-
not condone that. But yeah, it's like basically if you're not going to give me, like, I don't need cars, money, fame. Like, that's what the song is saying. I just need you to give me something that I won't be able to give myself, which is just like loving me endlessly. You know what I mean?
Have you ever had that?
No.
Neither.
That's why I wrote the song.
Manifestation.
No.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I was talking to my friend the other day and he was like, oh, I really want to be in a relationship. And I'm like,
Why?
Right?
No,
and
when you're
then he's
searching
like
for a
going through
relationship.
the list of things and I'm like, I never got that from any relationship. And I get it from my friends. You know what I mean?
No, babe, 100%. My friendships are way more important to invest into than a relationship. Like, I feel like,
100%.
I just feel like everyone that I date, it's going to end eventually. So let's just have fun while it's lasting.
I feel like you pick people that aren't really good for you because you think it will end anyway.
Probably, babe. Wow. Music therapy. Wow.
That's
Okay,
what I did.
maybe that is-
I knew it would end, right?
Yeah.
So I went after just the worst guys that I found attractive.
Yeah.
But then you obviously get feelings and
Because
you end up in a bad relationship.
You're anxiously attached. And the other song you're performing fast, which will be on digital, is Learn to Love.
Yeah.
That's a positive, joyous,
positive.
beautiful song.
Yeah. Like my manager was like, stop writing about men being mean to you. And I'm like, okay, let me try something different.
Oh my God.
And
to like
then-
watch like a movie or something, or to a fantasy land.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I kind of wrote it. So in the song, I'm saying I want to learn to love someone in the ways that they need. But like, in a way, it's kind of like what I wish someone could say to me. In the ways it's like, I know you're like traumatized from your past relationships. You've got scars, you've got bruises. So teach me how to love you in the ways that you need. Like, imagine if someone said that to you.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't you like die? Like if they learned to love you in exactly the way that you needed.
That would be so nice.
Right? It would be.
It's never going to happen though. So I feel like we need to stop dreaming. I'll listen to your songs instead. I'll just
Listen to Worship Me or Die.
I'll live in a fantasy land. I'm so excited to have you here. So
Thank you.
let's do the performance.
Yes.
Going chance to hit my line. After that, I decline. Don't shut up by second chances. First one gone coming in my life. Don't have time for this when it comes to feels and shit now. Way too common sense. Don't feel me, then it don't make sense now. So if you're trying to play me, baby, quit the moves, your games don't faze me. This ain't my first, and it probably ain't my last, man. Trying to make me doubt my worth, forget where I stand. Don't try to face me, baby. I'm too fly to get this crazy. I'm too fine to get it. Maybe you worship me, or it's nothing, baby. Said I won't be a lady for fame. Me or die. Don't be stunned where you stand, as if I expect too much. Act like you don't want it. The best girlfriend balls are all in one. Why aren't you obsessed with me? Boy, I gotta know if you ain't all over me, who you love on the low. Time to quit the mid, or it's time for me to go. I'ma need attention night and day, and head to toe. So if you're trying to play me, baby, quit the moves, your games don't faze me. This ain't my first, and it probably ain't my last, man. Tryna make me down my work, forget where I stand. Don't try to faze me, baby. I'm too fly to get this crazy. I'm too fly to get it. Maybe you worship me, or it's nothing, baby. Why don't you play me after? thinking it could be the reason that I let my guard down, that you won't stop believing. Tell me what you're doing. No, it might be foolish, but it's 2 a.m. and I can't pretend like I'm not a woman. Lace on, like the satin for you. Know you're hurting, but I'm working to prove that vision in your mind will come true. You don't need to hide from love because you're bruised. Maybe we could learn to love the way we want. Maybe we could learn to touch how we dreamed of. We could be each other's dream. We could be our fantasy. Come inside my room and we can make it our own galaxy. Maybe we could learn to touch how we dreamed of. If I have to prove to make you more comfortable, yeah, then baby I'll start working. Wanna do what I can to put you on your path, because I know you deserve it. Lit the candles on the nightstand for you. Turn the lights down, hold the wine, I set the mood. That vision in your mind will come true if you're trusting me and let me be the crew. Maybe we could learn to love the way we want. Maybe we could learn to touch how we dreamed of. Maybe we could learn to love the way we want. Maybe we could learn to touch how we dreamed of. We could be each other's dream. We could be our fantasy. Come inside my room and we can make it our own galaxy. Maybe we could learn to love how we dreamed of.
Now we're all a little bit scarred, and we're all a little bit bruised. And I think the most beautiful thing in the world is when someone can learn to love you in just the way that you need. So I think this song is a reminder to be that person for someone else.